You may think we wiped all the zombies out after the zombie apocalypse of 2019 in House of the Dead 3, but you'd be wrong. Dead wrong. In 1999, Sega released a House of the Dead spin-off called Zombie Revenge for the what?
Sega Dreamcast.
Many roads to choose. We start out walking and learn
Instead of a rail shooter, Zombie Revenge is actually a beat-em-up where you can fight off zombies by punching them, kicking them, shooting them, or by attacking them with various weapons you find along the way.
But classic gamers beware. This is a 3D beat-em-up, meaning the zombies can attack you in any direction, which makes it difficult to line up with enemies or items you want to pick up.
And that's not just because these are primitive 3D graphics. Modern 3D beat-em-ups like Turtles in Time Reshelled on the Xbox 360 suffer from the same problematic perspective. They just don't make beat-em-ups like they used to.
That, combined with the game's inherent difficulty, means this is a tough one to beat. So before we sat down with our cumbersome Dreamcast controllers to start slaughtering the undead, we had to get in shape.
Try to be best, cause you're only a man, and a man's got to learn to take it. Try to believe, though the going gets rough, that you gotta hang tough to make it. History repeats itself, try and you succeed. Never doubt that you're the one, and you can have your dream. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around, and nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. Fight to the end, cause your life will depend on the strength that you have inside you. I gotta be proud, standing out in the crowd when the odds in the game defy you. Try your best to win them all, and one day time will tell. When you're the one left standing there, you've reached the final bell. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around, nothing's gonna ever keep you down. You're the best around.
When after all that we still couldn't beat it, we resorted to Plan B. Cheat with a Game Shark.
You can select from 3 characters: Stick Brightling, not to be confused with Stick Stickly, Linda Rada, the useless chick, and Rakia Busujima, who doesn't speak English, yet everyone still understands him, like Chewbacca.
Stick, Linda, and whoever that guy's name was, are agents of the AMS. No, not the American Mathematical Society, but the same agency from the House of the Dead series.
There's even a level called the House of the Dead, in which you enter the Curian mansion. But you don't fight Curian himself. Instead, you're up against some Eurotrash toolbag named Zed, who sends you emails, leaves you 3.5-inch floppies, and holds a personal grudge against Stick Brightling for unclear reasons.
Why am I doing this? You fools!
But he's not even the one behind the zombies. This time they're being attributed to a secret government project called UDS, or Undead Soldiers, where they apparently tried to reanimate corpses for use as some kind of super soldiers.
Excuse me, what about Dr. Curian? I thought he accidentally sparked the zombie outbreak while trying to find a way to save his dying son, Daniel. Man, people blame the government for everything these days.
It doesn't really matter. There are zombies and you have to kill them in any way possible. The easiest way is to shoot them. You always have a handgun, but that doesn't do much right away. If you wait until the reticule turns red, you can do a lot more damage.
You don't have unlimited bullets, but you can find some on the street like every few minutes, so running out is hardly ever a problem.
When you do run out of bullets, you can resort to fisticuffs. That's when the 3D can get problematic, especially since throwing one punch can get you caught in a sequence that lasts a few seconds. So if you're facing the wrong way, the zombie you are trying to hit has plenty of time to come up behind you and eat your brain.
Other weapons you can pick up include a shotgun, machine gun, stun gun, hatchet, and this kick-ass drill.
Drill.
I love that.
There's also a flamethrower that lets you set zombies on fire, in addition to all the other fire in the game. There's probably something on fire in every level. It's like the programmers were pyros or something.
Home in the valley, home in the city. Home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway. Home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out today.
When you finally face Zed, he explains why he's been annoying you all day while you were trying to fight the zombies the government created.
Government Top Secret Plan, UDS. Using the dead for weapons? A stupid plan. My parents were part of this. But a scientist killed them and used them for his experiments. His name? Gil Brightling, your father.
I don't understand why we have to bother fighting him. He's not the one making the zombies. In fact, he's not doing anything except creating complex cryptic software programs and saving them on floppy disks, which in reality would never have the capacity to run them.
He transforms himself into the magician from House of the Dead 1 and 2, but now with wings. And of course he takes forever to kill.
Who's Zed?
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
When you finally kill him, some random mangy dog shows up, and a guy in a helicopter hovers above the ground without picking you up.
It's a pretty anticlimactic ending. I mean, yeah, we killed Zed, but who's going to stop the government from creating zombies for military use? This whole mission was pointless and confusing.
Speaking of confusing, another game that can be considered a House of the Dead spin-off is Vampire Night, released in 2001 for the PlayStation 2.
Vampire Night. Let's play that. It's another classic rail shooter using the PS2's light gun, the GunCon 2.
You may be saying, a light gun game? Those never work right. Well, it's true in the old days, light guns worked properly about 7% of the time, and then only by accident. So people tried all kinds of crazy tricks to fix them.
But the improved technology of the GunCon 2 ensures for perfect accuracy, unless you want to shoot something in the top left corner of the screen.
Or the bottom right corner.
That's because the GunCon 2s plug directly into the composite video port of your TV. Of course, that means they're a little difficult to hook up, especially for a 2-player game. Alright, let's see here. Connect the AV cable from the PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system to the male-female portion of the external cable not included. Plug this portion of the external cable not included into your television set not included. Connect the RCA pin pack from the GunCon 2 into the remaining portion of the external cable.
What's a pin pack?
For 2 guns, connect the second gun, not included, to the remaining free side of the external cable, not included.
What? How much isn't included? What is included?
Connect the AV cable from your PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system to the female portion of the external cable.
Is this player 1 or player 2?
Is that the right gun?
GunCon 2. Right?
Before you start playing, you need to calibrate your GunCon.
Wait, we haven't gotten that far
If
yet.
you have a GunCon
What's
controller,
this? What do I do with
it's
this?
yellow.
What about this?
It's orange. I don't know. When do we get to kill things? Before you start playing, you need to calibrate the GunCon. If you have the GunCon controller connected to the console, it will automatically appear when you start up the game. Note, the GunCon/GunCon 2 does not support high-vision LCD, plasma display, or projection TV. Some progressive scan, multiple function, and high-level TVs also may not be supported.
I just want to plug it
TV
in.
type is determined
How do I
only
plug it
with
in
the
so I can
GunCon
shoot the
2.
fucking zombies or
Point adjustment,
vampires,
not
wherever the
necessary.
they are?
A standard television set, not included. I don't get it.
Game consoles are so anti-2-player. Everyone has this image of the lonely gamer playing by himself in his mom's basement. Well, we speak for the married, young, and disenfranchised.
Testify.
Anyway, once you finally get the GunCon 2s connected, there's a loading screen that looks like Windows 3.1. And then you're shooting vampires. Or, well, they look more like zombies. But then these bizarre alien creatures eat them and they become werewolves. So where are the vampires?
The end boss is called Sir Vampire or something, and you do play as 2 vampire hunters.
And even though the graphics make it look like sometime in the 1800s, according to the manual, the game takes place in 2006.
Whatever. Story makes even less sense than Zombie Revenge.
You're shooting vampire zombie werewolves with aliens attached to them, and the whole time you're followed by this annoying little girl whose pigtails move independently of her head like they're sentient entities.
Even after you push her away, she won't leave, and you can't shoot her. We tried.
Whenever you fight a boss, she tells you not to kill them. Well, it's a little late for that, sweetheart.
The bosses talk so much before they attack you. You could probably just shoot them in the face during their speeches and kill them much more quickly.
When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
But unfortunately, you can't fire during the cutscenes, so you have to wait patiently for them to finish telling you all about their nonsensical evil plots before you can start shooting.
And they take so many hits. It's like each one is the end boss, like you're just playing a bunch of mini games.
It's murder on your hand and wrist, so this is one where you really have to make sure you stretch between levels.
Take a break during the lengthy loading screens with creepy church choir music and blurbs that I think are supposed to be related to the story, but who cares?
Firing is a little awkward because your clip holds 8 bullets.
Call them shells.
8 shells instead of 6, like in the House of the Dead games, so I'm never sure when to reload.
You can save civilians by shooting the little aliens off of them before they get transformed from zombie vampires into werewolf vampires, but you don't get any extra lives for your trouble.
It's basically impossible to do anyway, so I say just fire at will.
First boss you fight is the vampire version of Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Then this guy who kidnaps the annoying little girl but doesn't kill her. Damn!
Then you fight this Eurotrash tool bag reminiscent of Jed from Zombie Revenge, who says a bunch of nonsensical crap about freeing his soul and not being able to save someone named Sophie. What is he, Rogan from House of the Dead 1?
I guess he just becomes a normal human after you shoot him 27,486 times, and after whining from the annoying little girl, you just let him live. Lame.
Then you face off against the voice of Amy from House of the Dead 2.
So you have come this far, but I cannot let you go any further.
Who turns into a creepy mermaid.
At the end, you finally go up against a real vampire. Well, he doesn't really act like a vampire either. Why isn't anyone trying to suck our blood?
I guess he does use bats, and vampires turn into bats, so it doesn't matter.
He takes forever to kill. And I know I've said that before, but this time I really mean it. It literally takes forever to kill him. By the time he's dead, your gun hand is ready to fall off.
Then for some reason, the vampire hunters die too, and the annoying little girl visits their graves like 6 months later, and her hat flies away like that feather in Forrest Gump.
Another anticlimactic ending. Just like the cutscenes, which tend to get cut off abruptly almost when the characters are in mid-sentence.
So maybe we should just end our review like that.
Like a deer slayer.